Hi there, welcome to week 2, session 6 of our beginners class. And this is relaxation and flexibility focus. So we're going to introduce some outer hip work today, just gently. And remember, a strap would be useful for this session, but if you've got a dressing gown belt, you can use that one. You may not need it at all. Okay, so let's start by sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take some deep breaths. Now remember, with this session, what I've tried to do at the end is introduce that 4 or 5 minute Shavasana, that rest at the end. So that is coming up towards the end of this session. So get that mind in the right place. Relax the face, relax the shoulders. Notice what it is that's distracting you today. And let's see if we can start to calm all that down a little bit. So remember, don't judge. If there's a lot going on in your head, it's perfectly normal. But by practicing yoga, you can learn how to calm it down. So don't beat yourself up about the head being busy and distractions all over the place. Just work with it. And over time, it gets easier and easier to just calm it all down. Make sure you've got that deep yogic breath here. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Nice, okay. So as I said, we're going to have a little look at introducing some outer hip work. So walking this left foot forward, lean on the hands, you're going to cross this right foot over the left knee. And then if you can, draw that knee in a little bit. Notice what this feels like. What does that outer right hip feel like right now? So maybe take a little rock side to side, just to see how that feels. And then coming back to the center, maybe see if you can draw the chest further towards that leg, or walk that left foot in a bit. Maybe push that right knee down a little bit if you can. So working with it, find your breath. I'm going to take 5 more breaths here. So if you can, find that stretch. Find that sensation on your outer right hip. Nice, okay, walking that foot back out. And let's switch over. Let's see what's happening on the other side. Maybe you need the wrists to take a little wiggle, shake them out. Okay, so left over right this time. Remember, it might be completely different on this side. And walking the foot in, finding your point. Little rock side to side first of all. So what we're trying to do in this session is really just focus on the body, on the breath, not much else. Okay, coming back to the center, finding that stillness, maybe increasing that stretch a little bit if you've got the flexibility in that outer left hip. If not, just find your point. Find the point that works for you and find your breath. 4 more. Okay, nice. Walk that leg out and release. And then bringing yourself into your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Just take hold of the toes, just have a little bounce into those knees. Nice. Okay, now you're going to move the feet a little bit further apart or a little bit away from the groin area, so you've got that diamond shape in between the legs. Grabbing a hold of the toes, take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, pull the chest down towards the feet. See if you can find that rounding in the upper back. We're going to take 10 deep breaths here. So notice again, where do you feel this one? Try and keep focused on the breath. If that mind is wandering, just keep bringing it back, however many times it takes. Three more. Last one. Okay, nice and slowly, coming all the way up. Sitting up nice and tall, slowly draw those knees in together. And then you're going to take the legs out in front. And we're going to, again, sit up nice and tall, spine nice and long, shoulders are relaxed. And you're going to move the flabby parts of your bottom out of the way, so you're sitting on your sit bones. Take a big breath in as you reach those arms all the way up. And as you breathe out, fold, remember, to your point. Now this is where, if you've got a strap, you might want to use this around the feet, help draw you forwards, whatever works best for you. So again, noticing where you feel this. Can you feel any release in the lower back here, or is it just your hamstrings screaming? If they are, take a little bend in the knee. You don't have to have the legs locked out. Do what works for you. Because we've got 8 more breaths here. Sometimes with this pose as well, the exhales allow you to soften a little bit more. So let the breath help you out. Two more. Okay, nice and slowly coming all the way back up. And then we're going to come all the way down to the ground. Again, This is where that strap would be useful. So taking the strap over the ball of the right foot and finding that hamstring stretch here, so that left leg is nice and long. You may feel like it feels better to bend this left leg. Yeah, because all we're working on is the back of this right leg, but whatever works for you. Take a big breath. Relax the face. Now taking a hold of this strap in that left hand, see if you can let that right foot, fall all the way over to that left side. So just to the point where you feel that stretch on the outer right thigh. Find your breath. One more. Nice, coming all the way back to the center. And then we're going to switch sides. So strap over the ball of your left foot. Remember, you can just hold on to the back of the leg if you don't have a strap to hand. Nice big breath, find your point. Nice, and taking a hold of the strap in that right hand and let that leg gently fall over to that right side. Find your breath. Nice, coming all the way back to the center. Remove that strap if you've got it. And then pull the knees into the chest, taking that little rock and roll from side to side. And then it's time to find that Shavasana pose, that corpse pose. So legs out long, arms by your side. Now if you need to put socks on or a jumper on here, because you're going to be lying nice and still, or maybe using your cushion underneath the knees, which feels nice, you find that spot that works for you. And we're going to be here for 5 minutes today, so try your best to calm everything down. I'm going to set my timer just in case I fall asleep, and we don't want to be here for 8 hours, do we? Or do we? I don't know. All right, rest down. Notice how you feel physically. How does the body feel? How does the mind feel? How does it feel to hold still? If it all feels a bit weird for you, just not moving, then this is where that meditation mind comes into play. So focus on the breath. Maybe you can use some breathing techniques here. So perhaps breathing in for a count of 4, hold the breath for 4, breathing out for a count of 6, slow it down and just focus entirely on the breath. Keep that mind calm. Keep the body still. Keep the breath flowing. Keep the jaw relaxed. Just the last few seconds. Remembering sometimes this is the hardest part. Okay, that's 5 minutes done. Feel free to stay longer if you wish. And if not, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.